Good morning. My name is Brian Johnston. This morning I'd like to talk about the account. It's open for $5,000 on the 5th of the 7th of the 5th this month. And currently the sales are at 11,000. Total balance is 11,000. Sales are 6,243, which is 100%, over 100% growth on the sales on your money. But we want to look at drawdown equity and discuss some contributions and business management. To talk about the swap interest, why we retain certain things with drawdowns of this, is only a proportion of the drawdown to the total account, and this is contributing the Australian dollars swap interest. And as a business, you should always pay for your interest. And you can see the total of the swap interest out is greater than the negative impact of the interest you're paying the broker. You can see that the equity from a 5,000 opening balance is nearly 10,000 by the end of the month, which is 100% growth on your money, including a very small drawdown in percentage wise. So if we liquidated, which we wouldn't, would be nearly 100% on your money in 1 month. I want you to think about that. But we're not liquidating by any means. We are in business, and business means we look at it as a business model. Now, how we're doing this is simple, as we're using limit orders. And we'll just look at the Australian dollar was a limit order placed on 105.50, and incidentally, so were all these sales yesterday using limit orders. You can see the actual drawdown is within my 2,000 limit that I've placed on it. You can have tighter limits, whatever you like, but I like to have a bit of stock, see the sales grow as a businessman, not as anything else. The other thing you noticed is we take profits. Well, let me show you the Australian dollar. We're simply using these two figures here, and the boson line as a target. Notice the boson line there, the take profit 10663. This has moved yesterday. This was at 105.050. It's now 104.040. So if we put on a new limit order on a buy on 1.0479 and a sell on at 1.0716 in the 4 hour, if you were trading in the daily, you would put certainly a different reaction on the Australian dollar. But we're looking at the H4 and H1. You notice also that, just briefly, the boson lines can be used for take profit or up here. So we put 10663. And see it here, 10663. Now, once your limit orders are put on down here, which we talked about the other day, you can simply put your take profits by simply clicking on here, modify and closing your order, and putting your take profits in. Take profits based on either the boson or the top and bottom lines. Of course, position averaging, you can put it on in any time frame you like using these figures in limit orders. I'm using the H4 zone. You can also put on as like a position averaging order on the daily zone. So if we went on the daily zone, we would be putting on position averages at those figures. You can also, if you're trading in the M15 time frame, you would be looking at scalping within these ranges here, buying and selling, buying and selling. Doing the scalps, you can put limit orders. If it was a trending market and the market was trending within a very tight range, it's not hard to use scalping techniques by putting it on a buy on the bottom and a sell on the top, and put a take profit at the top of the range and take profit on the sell on the bottom of the range. Now this is almost like automatic ordering, especially if you're doing H4. You can set it all up on a Sunday and have everything done. And why do you need an EA to do that? This is simply maintaining your drawdown to your equity. The other thing we always look at is, at the moment of taking an order, this is below this figure here. Well, as soon as I take that order, this drawdown will go up another 68 points with the spread and everything on, and your drawdown will stay pretty firm within that range and your sales will go up. But what we want to do is see our equity rise and our drawdown go down and keep well under your maximum range that you drawdown that you set. It's simply a matter of waiting in time, not rushing. Okay, just another point, we have nothing in the green, but supposing one area here got within those ranges. You see I've got all different ones on, no take profit or stop losses. These are just, you can use this as an indicator. You're getting close to the top of the range. If you have these two screens open together, and you can watch there any time for anything that's getting close to the position. You can delete any of these anytime you like and take them off and re-add and put a new order. And what will happen is when they get close to the range, a green light will show in here and you can see straight away the positions of your market. The other thing you can concentrate on is just using these figures here and looking at the profits. You needn't be in a rush to take profit. You've got a range here that if it gets to that range, it'll automatically take the profit for you. Or if the drawdown is going down enough and you'd like to take that profit, take it. There's nothing wrong with profits. It's just a matter of controlling your equity drawdown and keeping your interest under control. If the interest is contributing to the balance, why are you worrying about it? This is the only business in the world I know that pays you interest on overdraft facilities. Great business. Why ruin it? So there you are. That is the basic thing. We started with 5,000. Under a month we've made 11,000 odd sales. Our equity is nearly going to be, by the end of the month, 10,000, which is 100% return on your money. When you're on a good thing, stick to it. God bless from Brian.